Topic 16.1, Understanding Integers. Surely you know how to locate whole numbers on a number line. What we're going to do today is locate integers on a number line. Basically, whole numbers would be 0 and then 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth. An integer includes the 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth, the 0, but also the negative numbers on the left side of 0. You're used to whole numbers like 3 or 7, 22. But then you can also have numbers, you also have 0. But then on the left-hand side of 0, you could have numbers like -3, -40, -242. These are called integers. They can be on the left side or the right side of the 0. Let's just say, like, you're recording temperature. Let's just say that there is, it's very cold. It's 2 degrees below 0. How could you read that temperature? That would be a -2 degrees. Or you could say 2 degrees below 0. Using a number line, you would just kind of show that like this. We'll just put 0 right here in the middle. Then equal increments going like this. And we're familiar, this is 1, 2, 3. But then on the left-hand side, you'd have the -1, -2, -3. Let's say that Natalie and Susie are standing in about the same spot. And Natalie is going to take 3 leaps to the right, and she ends up about right here. Susie, she's going to take 3 leaps to the left, and she ends up about right here. Right, if we were to mark this off, let's just say they were equal increments. There's 3. There's 3 this way. Let's just say this is 0. And Natalie, she jumped 3 over here to the right. We'll say that's 3. And then Susie did 3 to the left. That would be a -3. So even though each one of them jumped 3 leaps in their direction, they're the opposite directions. So the distance between those two is pretty much going to be double, isn't it? So that would be a distance of 6. So could you say that 3 and -3 are opposites? And why? Well, it's because they're both 3 units from 0, but in the opposite direction. I'm going to give you a couple of word descriptions, and let's see if you can come up with how you would write that integers. For example, if I said 10 degrees below 0, you would write that as 10 degrees below 0, minus 10 degrees. 70 degrees above 0 would be 70 degrees. Sometimes they put the plus in there, but usually if you just see it by itself, it's just assumed that it's going to be on the plus side. Okay, how would you say 230 feet above sea level? We're going to go ahead and just write that as 230 feet. We'll say plus because that is above sea level. And 52 feet below sea level would be 52 feet. And that one would be a negative. Let's go ahead and make sure we get an understanding of what sea level is. It's going to come up quite a bit in this topic. So here we have a rough diagram. Oh, my trees look horrible. But if you look, here we got the ocean right over here. Where the ocean meets the land, that basically, more or less, is considered sea level. So that would go all the way across like that. So when you're looking at that, this mountain or this hilltop is going to be above sea level, and you could kind of count that off in a measurement. Then on the other side, you kind of see this dip down here into this valley. We have a city. Yeah, this city actually is below sea level at some points. And here you have a lake or a river that is below that sea level line also. So those would have a minus measurement in sea level. Whereas anything above, like the mountain, that would be above sea level. So I've got a couple of questions for you over here and a little bit of trivia for you to research. So check that out, give me your responses, and I'll see you in the morning.